Hello again, everyone, and welcome to a beautiful night for high school football. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Josh Bishop. And I'm not kidding tonight, Josh. It really is a terrific night here in Elida.
It is a nice night. And this is one of the teams that still have the natural grass field.
Isn't that beautiful?
And it's a beautiful. They've done a great job up here with their field, and it's awesome.
Yeah, we talked about that as far as Kenton was concerned last week, too. And their field looked terrific after the drought this summer, and this is equally, if not better, than what we saw in Kenton last week. It's the 7-0 Wapakoneta Redskins and the 2-5 Elida Bulldogs in Western Buckeye League action here on TSC. Well, Josh, let's talk about Elida first. What can we expect out of this Elida team? They have a pretty good player on the defense. Let's talk about it.
They do. They got Parker Krim. He's getting visits everywhere. He's gone all over the country. Last week he was just at Michigan game. He's a big defensive end, 6'3", 235, and he just broke the sack. He just broke the Elida sack record.
Wow.
Like 27, and he's only a junior.
Wow.
So.
And then on the offensive side, they have a pretty good quarterback in Ryan McHugh.
Yeah, he senior, 6'3", 6'6", I think. And what did I say he was? Oh yeah, he's 6'4". Big arm, throws a lot. He's got a good receiver also, and Amari Walsh, a junior, he's a blazing speed, fast. He's good on both sides of the ball. So you will see him a lot tonight. And then they sprinkle in the rest of the kids. They got athletes, Dan.
Okay.
They got athletes.
Well, they've always had good quarterbacks. They've always had good athletes. They've shown it in other sports, whether it's basketball or soccer. They certainly have a tradition of baseball players here, too. Before we get to the kickoff here, let's talk quickly about the Wapakoneta Redskins. Everybody's healthy this week, and that's a good sign.
Yeah, everybody's back. We got what I'm hearing, Hauser's back this week. It's a good thing. We're getting ready to make a run. You got to have everybody healthy for the playoffs. We're coming down to 3 weeks left in the regular season, and here we go. Back deep for Elida, number 2, Cameron Kaufman, and number 4, Amari Walsh.
I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's contest. Of course, our friends at TSC, Susan and Lonnie, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Merritt Real Estate, Minster Bank, Allen Davis Insurance Agency, Elevation Chiropractic, Miller's Corral, Home Savings Bank, G.A. Windsor & Son, State Farm Insurance in Wapakoneta, Auglaze Audiology, Dad's Toy Shop, Miller Brothers Tire, Ely Funeral Home and Crematory, and Back the Blue. Let's backtheblue.org for more information. Josh, after tonight, we get out of Elida, hopefully, and with a victory, we're on the road to Bath and Salina. Bath with a 4-3 record coming into this week, but Salina with a record of 5-2. In fact, 3 teams in the WBL with 5-2 records: Defiance, Salina, and St. Mary's. So things are still tight. We've got 3 games remaining, but we're only up by 2 games.
And tough tests coming up. Bath and Salina, both tough teams, and they air it out all over the place. They're going to test our defense, and hopefully they're up for the challenge. It'll be tough, and Salina always plays well tough. Always.
And here comes Ethan Eisert with the opening kickoff. Let's put it that way. The opening kickoff, and that's kind of muffed down there by the 10-yard line and taken down before he can get to the 20-yard line and stripped of the ball is number 2. That is Cameron Kaufman on the return. So.
And on the tackle was one of the guys you don't see down there very fast all the time is Chris Martin. And Chris Martin on the tackle, along with where's his number at? There he is. Oh, that's him. He was on the tackle too. So anyway, Dan, Chris Martin's been another player this year. Been everywhere. He's been all over the place.
So Elida will start 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. Here from Elida High School. Let's see what McHugh can do. He's going to hand it off. The first man going through the hole is Cameron Kaufman, and Kaufman's not going anywhere. Hauser back from being out last week makes an impact on that play.
I just want to say hi to you in the backfield. And I'm going to take you down. Yes.
Kaufman, a junior, 5'11", 175 pounds, and barely got back to the line of scrimmage, and I'm going to call it no gain. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Yeah, it might.
And Parker Krim, I didn't even know he was an offensive player, but they have been playing tight end also.
Might be interesting to see how Krim and Hauser battled against each other, both offensively and defensively. On both sides. They both play offensive defense.
Both. Right. And they will probably see each other in
Whistles
the future.
called, and let's see what happens.
Looks like we have
there's a substitution. Oh, it was an equipment substitution. So
his mouthpiece malfunctioned. It looked like he's holding his mouthpiece. I didn't know you could have that.
Yeah, it happens all the time, doesn't it?
Yes.
2nd and 10 from the 17.
Water, Dan.
2 wide receivers to the right, to the left. I would. McGew back there by himself, takes the snap, looks right, has time, throws in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. And that looked like, well, you're going to have to help me with some of those numbers too.
Yeah.
I mean, if you hear the field announcer say something that I can't hear, certainly jump in there and tell me who that was intended for.
Jump in and spin, right?
All right, 3rd and 10 from the 17 with the incomplete pass. Stops the clock with 10:52 remaining here in the first quarter. Just underway, actually. Elida's first possession of the game. McGew looks. He's under pressure. He steps up.
Oh!
He's going to step right up into the arms of Hauser.
Would you look at that?
Wow.
Big Daddy's back this week. And Hauser with his first sack of the game. And Hauser with it. Grant Hauser.
Grant Hauser,
Louisville
the senior. Yep. Well, we keep saying that he's a Louisville commit, but he still has plenty of time to change his mind. And if he continues to improve the way we expect, and in the playoffs, there might be a few more other people trying to.
Maybe the old Buckeyes or Notre Dame,
knows?
you know? Who knows?
All right, back to receive for
Back
Wapakoneta.
for Wapak is Caden Page and Mullen, Jarrett Mullen.
And Wapak should get the ball back in pretty good field position. Here's Mullen to the 40. Well, he barely got to the 40. He took it on our side of the field, got it up over the 45.
He got a nice whack. Number 13 for Elida come up, makes a tackle. Jayara Morgan, a 12th grader, 5'7", 175-pounder. He put a lick on him.
So Wapak's going to start an excellent field position at the Elida 41-yard line. See how they come out this week. That Stauffer split wide to the left. He's over there with Caden Page. Mullen in the backfield. Hauser in the slot to the right. Handoff. No, they're going to throw that screen out to Caden Page, and he's got one man to beat, and he cuts inside and then loses his footing.
He lost his footing. He ain't used to the grass, Dan. He don't play on it very often. It's this, you know, you're used to turf. I always say that grass monster come up and just touches you in the heel and you fall over. Hey, that happened to me many times in football, Dan. That you think, why did I just fall? Somebody came up and hit me in the foot. I know it.
Grass monster. We'll call it a gain of 5. It'll bring up 2nd and 5. Caden Page split wide to the left. We've got trips out to the right. That's Ryan Walter, wide right. He's over there with Hauser and Stauffer, but it's going to be Page on the short side of the field. Gets by his guy, but there's a flag on the play, and it looks like they're going to get Mullen for holding over there on the Wapak side of the field.
Ah, really?
Yep. Mullen's pleading his case right now. And it's going to be holding on Wapak, and it is indeed going to be Mullen caught on the hold. So it'll bring back 2nd down and 15.
He hasn't went to the Kenton Economics, you know, and
Kentonomics, how to hide the hold.
How to hide the hold. Remember the years we watched them? Man, they're holding, but they always get away with it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, they legitimately they had some good teams too.
Yeah,
so
they did. Very good.
Everything.
Yes, I know they had good teams, and they didn't need help. We didn't, you know, to help them by holding and just whooping on everybody back in the day. We were talking about that the other day. How much fun were they to watch, Dan, with Matty, Malk, and Ben? They were extremely fun to watch.
Yeah. All right, so they're going to take it from the spot of the hold, so it brings up 2nd and 3. And that pass is complete to Caden Page. And, boy, if he
got the first down.
If he could have tiptoed down the line, he would have had a touchdown there.
Right.
But he's got enough for the first down. So what I said as far as coming back at 2nd and 15, they took it from the spot of the foul, so it was really just 2nd and 3. And they got much more than that as Caden Page takes the reception and moves it down to about the 16-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Redskins there.
And it looks like Hauser's doing a really good job with Parker Krim. I mean, he's kind of taking him away with that. I mean, he's doing good. And then Ryan Walters
fake to Mullen. It's going to be Moyer keeping the ball inside the 10.
And Walsh.
Works his way down about the 7-yard line.
And Walsh comes up and makes a big tackle for them. Wash. Is it Wash or is it Walsh? Amari Wash? I mean,
well, if you're from Pennsylvania, it's Walsh.
But I always, yes, right. I thought I've heard people say Walsh.
Yeah, just go.
I'll go with Wash.
8:38 remaining, 2nd and 1 for the Redskins from the 6-yard line. 2 wide receivers left. That's Stauffer and Page. That's wide left. Here's a fake to Mullen. No, Mullen's going to take it to the 5. Touchdown, Mullen. Jared Mullen scores the Wapak first touchdown of the game. Let's hope there's plenty more. And Mullen on a 6-yard TD run. And Isert in to try the extra point.
And Jarrett just kind of went inside, cut it back. He kind of seen the hole, and bam.
Block to hold. The kick is up. And the kick is good.
Nice.
So they 24 remaining here in the first quarter. Wapak takes their first possession on a short field. It started at the Elida 41 and finishes with a Mullen 6-yard touchdown run. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this. It's Wapak 7, Elida nothing. You're watching high school football on TSC.
It's a beautiful night for high school football.
At Elevation Chiropractic, our mission is to elevate your health and lifestyle, providing you the best customer service possible and making everyone who comes through our door feel welcomed and valued. Dr. Mike Noggle and his team recognize each patient is unique and tailor care plans to meet their needs. By having multiple techniques and therapies, it allows us to get results patients need and desire. We invite you to join the family at Elevation Chiropractic and experience the benefits of consistent chiropractic care. We understand that healing takes time, and we're committed to supporting you every step of the way. Contact us today to schedule an appointment and begin your journey towards elevated health and well-being. Elevation Chiropractic in Wapakoneta. Call 419-738-4373 or visit us at elevationchiroohio.com.
G.A. Windsor & Son Company, family owned and the original recycler since 1848, celebrating our 175th anniversary. We're proud to be headquartered in Wapakoneta, and our commitment to the community has never changed. We celebrate the hard work of our employees and provide our customers with the best service available in our industry, all while being environmentally conscious. We are proud of our city and proud of our workers. We are G.A. Windsor & Son. Visit us on the web at gawindsor.com.
Lee's new crispy golden fried spicy wings come in packs of 6, 12, or 20. That means they're perfect for solo snacking or feasting with family and friends. Sorry, not sorry to your old favorite wing spot. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
Founded in 1914, Minster Bank has never lost its focus that separates us from every other bank, and that is helping people achieve financial success. At Minster Bank, we take pride in knowing our customers personally. You can expect a relationship with someone who understands your unique needs and can provide the solutions to help. We're Minster Bank, helping you achieve financial success. Minster Bank, minsterbank.com, member FDIC.
Jake from State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so I'll admit it. I'm a bath bomb guy.
Dude, you do not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
For real?
Who's ready for their jazz bath? No?
Who is that guy?
This is Jimmy from Jimmy Sager State Farm in Wapakoneta, Ohio. Stop in our office at 201 East Augley Street or call 419-738-7506 or check us out on the web at jimmysager.com for your free, no-obligation quote.
Welcome back to Elida. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Josh Bishop. It's week number 8 already, Josh. The 7-0 Wapakoneta Redskins and the 2-5 Elida Bulldogs. Wapak draws first blood, but of course it's all about field position in any game at any level. I don't care if it's midget football or high school football or college or pros, and Wapak took advantage of it.
They took advantage of that. They got on their own 41. And what happened was Wapak they're like sharks, blood in the water.
Yeah.
You give them good field position. They've done it all year. They're going to go down and make you pay for it.
Yep.
And they did again here at Elida with Caleb Moyer being himself and a touchdown run with number 0, Jared Mullen. Back deep is Wash and Kaufman. Back to and Coffins,
man.
Who's got
That's a loose ball. Let's see who's got it. Boy, that was a big time muff, and they're saying it's Wapakoneta's ball. Boy, that really came off his chest hard. And coming up with the ball is number 3, Stauffer, Grant Stauffer.
Oh, with his broken hand and all.
Wow.
Stauffer comes up and makes a play.
Wow, huge miscue. No, you're fine.
Wow.
Josh is apologizing off camera that he got excited.
He got too excited. Hey, guys.
I love turnovers.
I do too. I love that kind of stuff. We're up here with all Bulldogs, and you know what? We're fighting for you up here too, guys.
Well, here we go. Wapak, we were just talking about it, having the ball in good field position.
Wow.
And they're at the Elida 22-yard line. Mullen back there with Moyer, 2 wide receivers, 3. We got trips out to the right. He looks left. He's really looking down the receiver, and he's going to go down.
Oh, that ain't even him. That's a different guy. That's number 13, J.R. Morgan. J.R. Morgan.
Wow.
Not quite as big as the other guy, number 50, Parker Grimm. He's on the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah, but if you've got a guy like Grimm that takes 2 guys to handle,
right, and
you just
opens it up for somebody else, right?
Yeah, and he did. Moore took a lot of time there. He was staring down the receiver.
And he did. He looked. And I guess he didn't. And that comes with, we need some of that, you know.
2nd and 20 from the 32 after the loss. They're going to throw that screen out to Page again, trying to get around.
And he got his yards back.
That DB that's covering him has slipped a couple times on the Caden Page catch, but that time he was able to stay with him, but gain of about, we'll call it about 7. I don't know. Probably more than that.
Maybe
actually.
7, 8, maybe 10. I don't know, but it works.
Yeah, we'll call it 10 yards. Gain of 10.
The kid
now
can
it's
run
3rd and
routes,
11.
and that's the one thing they say about Caden Page is he's such a pristine route runner.
2 wide receivers.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Ryan Walter split wide to the right. Hauser's out there with him. 2 to the left. This is where they throw that screen to Mullen, but no.
And he
wow, what a great catch by Page.
Gosh.
Inside the 10 to the 5. Touchdown.
How does that happen, Dan?
Wow.
Just like that. Just like that. The ball went up in the air. Somehow he found it. That's called, what do they call that, Dan?
Luck?
Ball hawk or luck or whatever. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we know that Caden Page has played a little basketball in the past.
He knows how to go get the rebound, right?
It was like one of those plays where he kind of tipped it to himself.
Right.
All right. So it's 6:50 remaining here in the first quarter. Wapak's on the board again with that short field. Even though they got caught for a loss, that remains a 23-yard touchdown pass to Page. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So it's 6:50 remaining here in the first quarter. It's Wapak 14 already. Elida nothing. Did you take the over or the under in this game? We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back right after this. You're watching high school football on TSC.
Your outdoor fun starts here at Dad's Toy Shop. See us today for all of your favorite remote control land, air, and watercraft, and so much more. Dad's Toy Shop in downtown Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all of your hobby needs. Tired of searching for the right tire? Then you'll be glad you found Miller Brothers Tire Service. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, we've got it. Lawn and garden, agricultural and industrial, and everything in between. Miller Brothers is your one-stop super shop for everything tires and wheels. We offer the best service around, and we're family-owned and operated. And you know what? We're still going to be here tomorrow because we're on our 2nd generation, and we've been here for 70 years. Give us a call or visit us online at millerbrostoTire.com for all your tire and wheel needs.
Are you having trouble making a decision about where to go for your hearing care? Well, let us help you cut through the noise. Hear what our patients have to say about us here at Auglaize and Sydney Audiology.
Auglaize Audiology has always been a wonderful experience. I have taken both of my little ones there for their preschool examinations, and my kids just love them.
Vanessa is such a calm and interesting audiologist who explains everything so thoroughly.
Don't trust your hearing care to just anyone. See the professionals at Auglaize and Sydney Audiology.
Welcome back to Elida. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Josh Bishop. Week number 8. And it's a beautiful line for high school football. What makes it even better? Wapak's up 14-0.
Just like that, Dan.
Holy cow.
6:50 left in the first quarter, and we're 14-0.
Well, we're making them pay for their mistakes.
And that's what you do as a good team.
Yep.
That's what good teams do.
Especially as we get closer and closer to the end of the year.
Yeah.
We know we got 2 more tough games with Bath and Salina after this, and then on to the playoffs. So you've got to make them pay. You don't have to make any mistakes. You can't make any mistakes. But you certainly have to take advantage of the ones your opponents give you, and Wapak has so far tonight. Here's Izard on the ensuing kickoff. A nice end-over-end kick. And that one was bobbled too, but taken at about the 25 up to the 30. So this will be the best field position for the Elida Bulldogs.
And back deep for Elida was Elijah Reddick with a good return, tackled by a host of Redskins. And a short gain. He got a little bit of yardage there, but Wapak all over it, which we do have a pretty good kickoff team, Dan. I don't think we've given up anything past the 50 this year, have we? Have we? Maybe Defiance?
Yeah, we did last week against Kenton. We had a nice return. A guy took it back down to the 26 of Wapak, but they just kept shooting themselves in the foot and had to punt.
You're right.
After
that was the only one. Yes, 26, and it was number 5 that did it.
So Elida will start at their 32. Here's McGee. He's going for all of it down the sideline and had to make the receiver turn back for the ball at about the Wapak 30 and just couldn't catch up with it. Boy, McGee had a nice throw down the field.
By McGee. Bishop on the and he got him. He kind of did up and out. He had about a step or two on him, but good recovery for Bishop.
Well, Wash showed his speed there.
He's a burner, dude.
But what happened was that the quarterback, McGee, underthrew that speed. I guess they didn't time it up very well on that one, but I thought he had him dead rights, man. 2nd and 10 from the 32. This one's going to be a run. Trying to turn the left corner is Amari Walsh, the junior, and the junior barely going to get up over the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 3rd down. Well, this is when Elida has to respond. You know, you're down 2 quick touchdowns in the first quarter. You got to get some kind of positivity. You just can't go 3 and out. It'll bring up 7 and 3rd and about 7. That looks like 7 yards. We'll call it 3rd and 7 from the 34. 6:04 remaining here in the first quarter. We've got 1 wide receiver split wide to the left, 2 to the right for McGee. Senior's surveying the field. He's going to have to pass the ball. He's got some time. Now he's under pressure, trying to find a way to get out of there and run. There's a flag on the play, and that came in the area of holding. And the fall, that pass is going to fall incomplete. I was looking more at the penalty than I was the receiver.
Man, I was watching the receiver.
Yeah,
and
I was watching the receiver
back,
too. Yeah.
And all I saw was 7-7. Like 7-7, Seagram's 7, you know, and that's all I saw was that, man. It was a good play from both receiver and DB.
7 and 7.
Got into this guy.
So you're talking about Noah Jostpile.
And Noah, Jostpile.
So it was Noah on Noah, huh?
Yeah, Noah on Noah.
But so that's that incomplete. Wapak's going to decline the holding penalty, and that'll bring out the punting unit back for Wapak, Josh.
Yeah, is our number 0, Jarrett Mullen and Caden Page is a short punt.
Wow, that was
and it took a good bounce for Elida.
Big Elida bounce down inside the 35, right near the 35-yard line. Yeah, we were watching the punter before the game, and boy, he was really pounding it. He had a couple of 50-yarders that I noticed that was really good.
He was crushing them, but
he almost took out a cheerleader.
Yeah, I saw that one. What happens when they get in the game and it just they just get nervous, or?
Yeah, that particular situation, we saw him punting, and he wasn't moving like that running kick that we saw a lot of at Kenton, and it looked like that's what he was trying to do here. We see a lot of college players doing that now as far as punters are concerned, where they're running and kicking. you know, as opposed to that stationary punt. They try to kick to a side, you know, so they have the return and all that going to one side. So, and sometimes that could just mess you up. But it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wapakoneta Redskins from their own 35-yard line. That's Hauser moving to the slot position. Fake to Mullen. They're going to set up the screen to Page. Page plants his foot, cuts it back to the inside. And Mullen, he didn't want to hold anybody, so he didn't block anybody on that particular play.
Yeah, that's all right. You know what? He said, hey, I see he's got his yards. He's got 3 or 4 yards. I'm going to let him go. And Caden Page just making people miss in the open field.
Yeah.
Good pass. I mean, wow.
Yeah, I mean, we've
tall,
been a broken
guy,
record about his style of receiving.
Usually you don't see guys his height to be able to cut on a dime like he does. You know what I mean?
Good point. Trips out to the right for Moyer. Moyer in the shotgun. He's going to look left again, and that trips is always deceiving. You know, we've got to watch that. We can't telegraph too many of these things because they set that up a couple times where they put trips out to the right, came back to the short side of the field to Caden Page, and threw the ball to Page. And even though he got a first down there, you know.
I think they're setting something up, Dan. If you're asking me, they're setting something up for this side. Yeah, but on the tackle there was their cornerback, number 9, Sullivan.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's who it was, Sullivan. Here we are.
So that was enough for a first down to the Wapak 46-yard line. 4:22 remaining. 2 wide receivers out to the right. We've got motion to the right. That's Ryan Walter. He's going to pump, fake, going long. Page is open, and he overthrows the intended receiver.
And he had him burnt. Caleb just unleashed. He didn't have to unleash so hard.
Yep.
I feel like Caleb thought Caden was Justin Jefferson for a second. And he's just not that fast yet, you know? He's fast.
He gave that little hitch in his shoulder to kind of
to Wash,
stop
the best
the
player.
safety.
Yeah. And Wash
freeze.
is a heck of a defensive back.
So what he was doing was freezing the safety on that little hitch with his shoulder is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
And so that made it one-on-one down the field, and Page had his guy beat, but just a long throw.
Yep.
2 wide receivers out to the right. There's Page wide to the right. Moving to the left is Ryan Walter. Handoff to Mullen. Mullen's going to try to turn the corner, and he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up 3rd down. Nice defensive play there.
Yeah, 93 on the tackle for Elida. I don't think it was 93 because I don't even have a number for that. So I was wrong there. 73, Caden Dunlap.
Another flag on the play. That's coming from the far side of the field, on the Wapak side of the field. And they may be talking about holding again on the Skins. The flag came in a little late with 4:01 remaining. It stops the clock. We've got a personal foul, face mask. Wow, that did come in late. And that's going to go against the Elida Bulldogs, much to the dismay of the Elida faithful.
Yeah, you don't want to see that as a Bulldog fan. Not against a team like Wapak, you know.
And it is Parents' Night tonight up here, too. So we do have a good crowd for Elida. And as you can see across the field, the visiting stands are practically full of the Redskin faithful. So now it'll be 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. 2:47 remaining, the clock running. Here's Mullen in motion, a toss sweep. Caden Page with a nice block, but good pursuit down the line by the Bulldogs. And Mullen's going to get up over the 40-yard line, maybe a gain of about 4 on the play.
Yeah, but Mullen with about 3 or 4 yards, and Wash coming up to make the big hit. Yeah, the one thing is Jarrett can outrun anybody, but I think Wash is going to give him a good match because they're both burners.
Yeah, it looks like it. Well, instead of 4, we're going to call it a gain of 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3:18 remaining and the clock running. Now down to 3:06, I should say. 1 wide receiver to the left. We're in a tight formation to the right. It's going to be a handoff. No, play action. Moyer looks, throws across the middle. It's caught by Ryan Walter. Walter to the 20, 15, 10, smelling the end zone.
He wanted it in the end zone, and he smelled it, and he took it out. Way to go, Ryan Walter. My God, he's a good-looking kid. I love that boy.
Yeah.
He's at the house all the time, Dan.
He didn't make it to the house, though.
Oh, he did? They didn't give him the TD?
No, you need glasses.
I do. Where did he get pushed out of bounds at?
Right around the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from the 4 for the Redskins.
Now I'm going to get on him, Dan, because he didn't score.
Yeah,
what do? You tip your toe in? I'm getting on him. I see him next time, he's going to hear it.
2:40 remaining. We got a wide receiver right, one left. Mullen once again in the backfield with Moyer. Hauser's to the left. Let's see, they throw it to Hauser. Fake to Mullen. No, they're going to give it to Mullen. Mullen's in for the touchdown. So just a 4-yard run by Mullen expands the Wapakoneta lead right now, 20-0.
Just like that, Dan. 21-0. 20-0. Mullen with the second TD of the game.
Here's Iser to attempt the extra point. The extra point kick is up, and it is good. So with 2:22 remaining in the first quarter, it's the Wapakoneta Redskins 21, the Elida Bulldogs nothing. We'll take a timeout. You're watching high school football on TSC. Thank you, Josh.
Your outdoor fun starts here at Dad's Toy Shop. See us today for all of your favorite remote control land, air, and watercraft, and so much more. Dad's Toy Shop in downtown Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all of your hobby needs.
Lee's new crispy golden fried spicy wings come in packs of 6, 12, or 20. That means they're perfect for solo snacking or feasting with family and friends. Sorry, not sorry to your old favorite wing spot. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
Hi, I'm Alan Davis, and since 1984, I've had the privilege to serve our community. My goal has always been to be your solutions provider, protecting things that matter most to you and your family. I want to say thank you to my customers and to the community for all the support we've had for the last 40 years. On behalf of my family and my staff, we sincerely appreciate the ability to serve you for 40 years, providing coverage and peace of mind for things that matter most to you and your family.
TSC is bringing fiber optic high-speed internet to your rural community. Power your household with upload and download speeds as high as 1 gigabit. GigaSpire technology provides blazing fast speeds and whole home coverage so you can enjoy an unrivaled online experience. At TSC, we look forward to bringing you hometown local service, saving you money, and welcoming you to the TSC Gigahood.
Welcome back to Elida. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Josh Bishop. And well, I got to tell you, Joshy, little Joshy.
Little Joshy, he's here, and he's excited about this football.
21-0 already. It's not even the end of the first quarter.
It's crazy.
Well, of course, Wapak taking advantage of the first two possessions from the Elida 41 and the Elida 22, especially on that muffed kickoff. Well, this one started back at their last one, I should say, started back on their 35. And a 65-yard scoring drive ending with Mullen's second touchdown of the game. So that return not muffed at all.
Braylon Walters coming down and making the tackle on number 6 from Elida.
Yeah, Riddick.
Riddick. And I'm telling you what, them Walters brothers, Dan.
First and 10 from the Elida 17. McHugh's got to get something started here, man. They haven't had really good field position, except for that last possession of their 32. He's under pressure. He's feeling it.
Oh, he almost threw pick to pack.
They're going to say that was an incomplete pass.
Yeah, he just threw it away.
All right, so it's second and 10 from the 17. 2:09 remaining with the incomplete pass. Two wide receivers out to the left, two to the right.
I love it, though. Love the passion.
All right.
Here we go. McHugh's going to have to fire downfield.
That motion man handed off. They're going to run the ball.
And
that's not going anywhere. Barely gets up over the 20-yard line.
I'm telling you, they can't get no push. Or the offensive line is just getting mauled by our D-line, undersized D-line. Number 2 on the carry, Cameron Kaufman. He just nowhere. I mean, you could hear the hit from up here. Our middle linebackers filling, and as our defensive front. We're playing a 3-man front, but they are just eating them up front.
3rd and 7 from the 21. $1:35 remaining in the first quarter. They got to do something here. See if they can get some positive yardage. He still has time. Now he's under pressure and decides to throw it. Was that a hit? Was that a fumble? What was that?
He threw it away.
Yeah.
But they got is that, Dan, isn't that who was he throwing to? Isn't that a...
No, they're just going to call it an incomplete pass.
Really? But he wasn't throwing to anybody.
Yeah, who was how come that wasn't a grounding?
Grounding, intentional grounding.
But they're going to call it incomplete.
It wasn't outside the hashes. So
that'll bring out the punting unit with $1:23 remaining. Stops the clock there.
Wow. Elida's just beating themselves up. And a lot of it is up front wise, they are not getting any drive. And any football, any stage of life, anywhere, midget to anywhere, if you can't win the battle up front, you're in deep trouble, right, Dan?
All right, something they're coming back to the line on 4th and 7, but I don't think they're gonna fake it here. High snap. There's that running kick that we talked about.
Nice punt.
That one's going to be nice.
Caden Page. Why did he call a fair catch?
Yeah. Caden Page going to call a fair catch.
Why? Run the dang ball.
And that'll, Wapak will start near their, well, we'll just call it the 44-yard line.
Dan, I don't know if I ever called a fair catch when I was a punt returner. I remember getting whacked as I caught the ball a couple times, but I never called fair catches. But I'm not saying I'm the smartest guy in the woodshed. You know what I mean? I'm not the smartest tool in the woodshed, but I always like to run the ball. If I was going to catch it, I wanted to try to take it.
Sure. All right, 1st and 10 for the Redskins here. See if they start to run the ball a little bit or continue to go for the jugular and try to.
I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but Dan didn't say no. Yeah, Josh, you might be the smartest. He just said, yeah, I understand.
Caden Page split wide to the right. And it's going to be a fake to Mullen. No, this one is going to be a quarterback keeper. He's up to midfield to the 45 and wrestled down and out of bounds inside the 40-yard line of Elida. Nice run by Caleb Moore. That's his first run of the night.
Yeah, it was. And I tell you what, Dan, that was such a beautiful fake. I even almost thought Mullins had the ball. The way he played it so tight all the way down, and he kept it.
And we've got an injury timeout on the field, so we better take a timeout. We'll be back right after this. You're watching high school football on TSC.
Personal service. That's Home Savings Bank. Locally owned and operated, Home Savings Bank takes pride in being part of the Wapakoneta community since 1941. Home Savings Bank continues to offer more services like online bill pay, ID Theft Smart, a mobile banking app, home mortgage and equity loans, construction loans, lines of credit, savings accounts, IRAs, and more. All with friendliness, integrity, and the personal service you deserve. Home Savings Bank in downtown Wapakoneta. Let me tell you about my friends at Miller's Corral, a family-owned discount appliance and furniture store right here in Wapakoneta. Miller's Corral has served customers in Wapakoneta and the surrounding area since 1981, and I can tell you firsthand, they beat the big box stores. Low prices on quality products and top-notch customer service. They're all about service, delivery, installation, and repair. Miller's Corral is an authorized dealer of such brands as Amana, FlexSteel, KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, and more. Take my word for it, they are the best. For complete sales and service, visit my friends at Miller's Corral in the Grandview Plaza, Wapakoneta.
I am committed to volunteering my time.
I'm 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 committed to volunteering my time.
I am committed to volunteering my time and help you determine the value of your home with a free market valuation.
Every month or quarter, we receive a statement for your other valuable assets. So why not know the value of your home?
We can set up an appointment to take a quick look at your home and determine the value of your largest asset.
Set up your appointment today by calling 419-738-1161 or check out our website at merit-re.com to connect with your favorite agent.
Welcome back to Elida. Big Dan Wilson and Josh Bishop. Week number 8, 7-0 Wapakoneta Redskins and the 2-5 Elida Bulldogs. On a beautiful night for high school football, Wapak taking advantage of some early mistakes and great field position. Early mistakes by Elida that gave Wapak good field position. Trips out to the right. Moyer has time, looks, throws that screen out to Mullen. Mullen to the 40, 35, 30, inside the 30-yard line with 37 seconds remaining in the quarter.
And number 18 for Elida coming up and making a big hit. He's not a quitter. Sam Maddox, I mean, he comes up, he's playing his heart out. I mean, not every, I give it to Elida, man. They're not having the year they wanted. They had some injuries, they've had things happen, but they're out there still playing football. You know what I mean? They're giving it their all, and he comes up and Maddox makes a big hit on
Mullen.
So
3 wide receivers out to the left. Ryan Richardson into the game. He's wide left as Caden Page is wide right. Moyer kind of telegraphed it. He looked at Page before the ball was even snapped. So these are things that I'm looking at as we move forward against teams like Bath and Salina and into the playoffs, that we have to disguise. We can't be so predictable on some of these plays, and that looked very predictable. He telegraphed it before the snap.
Yeah. And you're right, and I think sometimes it's what Coach does is he wants it predictable, and then other times he don't. So he I don't know, Dan.
Second and 1.
He is one of the smartest coaches.
From the 18, here's that throw again, and boy, that was a nice pass and catch by Page. That's going to be enough for a first down.
Page are just like, hey, dude, we're going to go play backyard football tonight, and I'm just going to throw it to you, and you're going to catch it.
It's like Jolly last year.
Yeah,
I mean, they were on the same.
Yes, we're going to throw it to you. You're going to catch everything.
They were on the same page last year.
Page, P-A-G-E, Page.
And that's going to bring us to the end, I believe, of the first quarter. The band's fired up, but they haven't fired up the clock yet.
Oh, shoot. The band's fired up for Elida, but I thought you were going to say something else like they haven't fired the football team up a whole lot either, Dan.
Well, they're going to say he went out of bounds, and that's what stopped the clock with 5 seconds remaining in the quarter. 1st and 10 for the Redskins from the Elida 13. Hauser's going to move to that right slot. Now they're going to...
we're going to burn a timeout here. Anyway, Dan.
Why?
I
There's
think
5 seconds left.
They weren't lined up where they wanted to be, and Caleb didn't like it. I didn't like it either, but Caleb definitely didn't like it. And right now he's reminding me of that. Who is that San Diego Supercharger quarterback out there with Harbaugh? They call him Harbaugh, whatever. What's his name? The guy there at San Diego Superchargers. Kind of looked like him storming off the field.
All right, we'll thank our sponsors for tonight's contest all year long, in fact. Elevation Chiropractic, our good friends at Miller's Corral. Also want to remind you about Let's Back the Blue. Just go to letsbacktheblue.org. They have a huge raffle coming up November 17th, and all those proceeds go to helping support our men and women in blue. Let's Back the Blue together. Check them out on the web at letsbacktheblue.org. Also want to thank our friends at Ely Funeral Home and Crematory. They're just great people, man. They support the community, and they always have. They create healing experiences, and they certainly have the quality and the sincerity and trust that you deserve. Give them a call at Ely Funeral Home and Crematory. 5 seconds remaining in the quarter. 1st and 10 from the 13. That's Page, tight to the right. And it's going to be a handoff. Mullen to the 10, breaks a tackle. And drops his shoulder
and
down to the 5-yard line.
Out of the grass of Parker Krim. That don't happen very often, but he just slid right through his arms, and then the DB, Wash, and a couple other buddies of his came up and made the tackle.
And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter from Elida. It's the Wapakoneta Redskins 21, the Elida Bulldogs nothing. We'll be back with second quarter action after this. You're watching high school football on TSC.
Your outdoor fun starts here at Dad's Toy Shop. See us today for all of your favorite remote control land, air, and watercraft, and so much more. Dad's Toy Shop in downtown Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all of your hobby needs. Let me tell you about my friends at Miller's Corral, a family-owned discount appliance and furniture store right here in Wapakoneta. Miller's Corral has served customers in Wapakoneta and the surrounding area since 1981, and I can tell you firsthand, they beat the big box stores. Low prices on quality products and top-notch customer service. They're all about service, delivery, installation, and repair. Miller's Corral is an authorized dealer of such brands as Amana, FlexSteel, KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, and more. Take my word for it, they are the best. For complete sales and service, visit my friends at Miller's Corral in the Grandview Plaza, Wapakoneta.
Lee's new crispy golden fried spicy wings come in packs of 6, 12, or 20. That means they're perfect for solo snacking or feasting with family and friends. Sorry, not sorry to your old favorite wing spot. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
Personal service. That's Home Savings Bank. Locally owned and operated, Home Savings Bank takes pride in being part of the Wapakoneta community since 1941. Home Savings Bank continues to offer more services like online bill pay, ID Theft Smart, a mobile banking app, home mortgage and equity loans, construction loans, lines of credit, savings accounts, IRAs, and more. All with friendliness, integrity, and the personal service you deserve. Home Savings Bank in downtown Wapakoneta.
Welcome back to Elida. Big Dan Wilson and Josh Bishop.
Dan, I might just have to watch the screen here because I can't see down there. That's
yep.
The corner.
Second and goal from the 5. Moyer looks left, throws left, overthrows the intended receiver, Caden Page.
Caden Page and number 10 on the defensive stance for Elida, Larry Smith. Larry Smith playing Caden pretty good. I mean, he kind of kept him in check.
So there's a couple times tonight that Moyer hasn't even been close.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's overthrown another receiver there. Maybe
you know what?
He saw the defense playing tight.
I got this feeling, Dan. You got your big number 85 out there, Hauser. Oh, they're putting him in the backfield though, so I don't know. Not going to be what I thought it was going to be.
3rd and goal from the 5.
This is a new look.
Quarterback keeper. He's trying to go behind him. Oh, nice
and
tackle.
Number 4, Wash, comes up and Mari Wash puts the hit on Caleb. And Caleb gets up. It always makes me nervous when he gets hit lower extremities.
Yep.
You know, but
usually on a run like that, he's supposed to follow the big guy. But early in the season, he never followed him. He tried to scoot outside of that Hauser block. And in this case, he stayed on him, and that was just a good defensive tackle.
It was. Wash came up and made the play, man. It was a great defensive tackle.
So now it's 4th and goal. Let's see. Are they going to kick it or are they going to go for it?
Right here, if I'm Wapak.
Yeah, we're going for it.
You're going for it. You're up.
Absolutely.
Get somebody a TD here. Dude, you got 85. You got the biggest tight end in the Ohio, maybe. That's 6'6", 240. Throw it up to him.
I'm surprised they just didn't give it to him.
Oh, yeah, give him the ball. I mean, he stretches out, he might get the touchdown. Let's call number 85's number here.
Hey, man, we got 15 seconds on the play clock, boys. We're counting it down.
I don't know.
We're down to 12. We're down to 10.
I think what they're doing
they got to get up on the line. We got 8 seconds, 7 seconds.
Oh, we're here. We're here. And
this is not how you want to spend a 4th down. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. They got the snap.
And they give it to him.
They give it to the big guy.
And he ran.
Big Dan calls it.
He did call that. He ran a little timid, though. I mean, he didn't run.
You're right.
He didn't run. He's not a running back. He's a tight end.
I thought everybody was a running back like us.
Nobody
was like us.
I mean, he like
Mullen
he's
ought
not
to teach him how to drop down.
Yes, drop down and hit the guy, but he's not a. It's still our ball. They was wrong. It wasn't. It's still.
How did I miss that?
Yeah, because it said it on the play clock. It said 4th down, so we're okay. That was all right. It's all right. Sorry, guys.
Yep, not following it very well.
There's
Moyer. He gets caught in the backfield.
I think Moyer slipped. And he slipped, and Parker Krem and his buddies met Caleb in the backfield. What is going on here with the turf? The turf monster's catching our boys here.
Well, I think.
We got a guy down, and that is never good, and that's Chris Martin. Let's hope he's okay.
Wow. Yeah, let's hope so. Yeah. Well, we're going to take a timeout with the injury timeout. 10:09 remaining in the half. Wapak threatening, up 21-0. We'll be back right after this.
Founded in 1914, Minster Bank has never lost its focus that separates us from every other bank, and that is helping people achieve financial success. At Minster Bank, we take pride in knowing our customers personally. You can expect a relationship with someone who understands your unique needs and can provide the solutions to help. We're Minster Bank, helping you achieve financial success. Minster Bank, minsterbank.com, member FDIC.
Jake from State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so I'll admit it. I'm a bath bomb guy.
Dude, you do not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
For real?
Who's ready for their jazz bath? No?
Who is that guy?
This is Jimmy from Jimmy Sager State Farm in Wapakoneta, Ohio. Stop in our office at 201 East Augley Street or call 419-738-7506 or check us out on the web at jimmysager.com for your free, no obligation quote.
Welcome back to Elida. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Josh Bishop. 7-0 Wapakoneta Redskins, 2-5 Elida Bulldogs. You can see the score right there. It's Wapak 21, Elida nothing. 10:09 remaining. We've had a couple injuries already, and we hope Chris Martin can get back into the game. Wapak gets to the line quickly on third and goal from the three, and Mullen gets stopped. And there's a fumble on the play.
My God, he stripped it. Who was the ball carrier? I didn't even see.
Mullen. Mullen was the ball carrier. They stripped him of the ball, and it looks like Elida will recover. All the officials are conferring down there. Let's see what they come up with.
And Mullen's not feeling it. He's hurting. Oh, are they not calling it a fumble? Oh, Mullen's down.
And another injury on the play.
That is not what you want.
So with another injury timeout, we'll take a timeout. We'll try to figure all this out and get back to you here as we have another Wapak player down. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this. You're watching high school football on TSC.
At Elevation Chiropractic, our mission is to elevate your health and lifestyle, providing you the best customer service possible and making everyone who comes through our door feel welcomed and valued. Dr. Mike Noggle and his team recognize each patient is unique and tailor care plans to meet their needs. By having multiple techniques and therapies, it allows us to get results patients need and desire. We invite you to join the family at Elevation Chiropractic and experience the benefits of consistent chiropractic care. We understand that healing takes time, and we're committed to supporting you every step of the way. Contact us today to schedule an appointment and begin your journey towards elevated health and well-being. Elevation Chiropractic in Wapakoneta. Call 419-738-4373 or visit us at elevationchiroohio.com.
G.A. Windsor & Son Company, family owned and the original recycler since 1848, celebrating our 175th anniversary. We're proud to be headquartered in Wapakoneta, and our commitment to the community has never changed. We celebrate the hard work of our employees and provide our customers with the best service available in our industry, all while being environmentally conscious. We are proud of our city and proud of our workers. We are G.A. Windsor & Son. Visit us on the web at gawindsor.com.
Welcome back to Elida. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Josh Bishop. 21-0 Wapakoneta. And that's number 0, Jared Mullen. And Jared Mullen goes defense and offense. Do you see who's replacing him on defense?
I don't know, Danny. Could be Lincoln Hutt. Could be Caden Page. He might slide some guys over.
There's that quick hitter, that pass. And breaking away.
Walsh with the tackle and Noah Bishop on the tackle. Walsh with the catch, Bishop on the tackle. First down. And Bishop's got to give him a little room because he can super fly. He's fast as all get up.
So we'll call it a gain of 11.
Ooh,
boy, we can hear the hitting from up here.
And Brody Preezy just laying the wood down, dude.
Wow. How he plays.
Yes, he plays
comes
downhill.
In and plays
he plays
downhill and hard every time.
Yes.
So it'll bring up 2nd and 8 from the 21. We'll still call it a gain of 2. There's the throw out to the left, and that's going to be caught. He's got some running room, and a nice catch and run. Number 4, that's Amari Wash.
Amari Wash can run, dude. He's a superior athlete. On the tackle is Caleb Moyer
and there's a flag on the play too. It looks like it's going to be holding against Elida.
Oh, that's a kick in the
behind.
Yeah, the behind. It's kicking the behind for Elida. I mean, it's 7 foot forward, and then bam, you get hit with that. I mean, especially with a defense like number 1 defense in the WBL, you're kind of moving the ball from your own 4 or 5 yard line, and then you go backwards. That is not what you want. So now you're going to see them trying to burn one of our DBs here.
8:43 remaining in the first half, with Wapak up 21-0. We're going to call it 2nd and probably about 18 now after the penalty. It's going to put the ball back down inside the 11-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the right. He's looking right, setting up the screen. It's caught. That's number 2, Kaufman, and Kaufman's going to get caught for a loss.
But down for Kaufman. Kaufman is down by a host of Redskins. You feel sorry for him sometimes because our defense flows like
they got to the ball pretty quick on that one.
We are nasty.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and even long after that loss.
We don't say that enough, Dan. We don't give kudos to our defensive coordinator.
I think we do. Coordinator?
You know what I mean? Our defense has been top notch for the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, right now, number one
yes.
team defense in the Western Buckeye League. 3rd and 19.
There we go. Oh, it's going to be one of those. Oh, what kind
set up that bubble screen, and that's not going anywhere. So Wapak shut that down really quick as Amari Wash couldn't get any running room. Yeah, they set up that little bubble screen there, and I think at some point they got to go downfield again. They threw that one long pass where McGew overthrew Wash there in the first quarter.
Right.
And it was on our side of the field, on the home side of the field, and he had his guy beat. I mean, Wash had his guy beat. And, if they don't throw more or at least try to spread the field more, that Wapak D is going to make them pay for it, and they did on that series. It'll bring up 4th and 19 and the punting unit. And back to receive is Caden Page. He's going to call for a fair catch at about the Wapak 41-42-yard line. So after the turnover, the fumble by Mullen, Elida couldn't do anything with that. They were 3 and out again. And then Wapak will take over at their 42-yard line. 6:50 remaining here in the first half. The Wapakoneta Redskins 21, the Elida Bulldogs nothing. I'd like to thank our sponsors once again, Dan and Vanessa Lee from Auglaze Audiology. They also turned us on to the Let'sBackTheBlue.org organization, a grassroots endeavor to encourage support and appreciation of law enforcement. Don't forget about that big raffle coming up November 17th. Back the Blue. Check them out on the web at Let'sBackTheBlue.org. Wapak 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Once again, trips out to the right. That's Caden Page to the left. Moyer has some time. It looked like he wanted to go long. He's under heavy pursuit, and he's going down.
And that's big Parker Greb coming down the street.
That dude had some jets.
He does. He is fast. To catch Caleb like that, that is why Michigan is looking at him, Dan.
Boy,
wow, I didn't know he was that fast either.
He
just turned it on.
Man, he reminds me of Joel Penton. Penton played for Van Wert. And if Penton got behind the line of scrimmage,
he wreaked havoc, didn't he?
Yeah, lights out.
Penton's a good man. He wrote a couple books.
Yeah, Travis Sensabaugh was the quarterback.
Yes,
one of the hardest hits
I've ever seen.
that I can ever remember in the WBL. Moyer throws. It's caught by Page. He'll get back some of the lost yardage and then some. He's wrestled out before he can get to the 50-yard line, so it'll bring up 3rd and short for the Skins. 5:54 remaining here in the first half, with Wapak up 21-0.
Yeah, we got.
I don't think I want to see any more of him tonight.
No, I mean, dude, I thought for a second it looked like old 95 from the Cleveland Browns, the way he blew through our guy. And
we'll make the comparisons with Penn and leave it at that.
Yeah, we won't go.
Yeah,
that's pretty impressive, though.
2 wide receivers to the left. That's Hauser, and he's out there with Ryan Walter. It's Page in motion. Moyer has time, looks, throws.
Ooh!
And boy, on the receiving end was Bryson Pack, and what a hit.
Ooh. Bryson Pack just got hammered by their DB, and I couldn't see the truck he rode in on. What the heck was the number of the license plate on that thing? He put the whammy to him.
Listen, I'm really impressed. Since the start of this second quarter, this Elida Bulldog,
woke up.
Yeah, I mean, hard hitting, man. Hard hitting.
I think it was number 2 for Elida, Cameron Kaufman, which he's got a lot to make up because he fumbled that kickoff, and we got the ball down in our own territory. So he's trying to make up as hard as he can.
So another stop by the Bulldogs. They stopped Wapak deep in their own territory by getting over. Oh, man, that was almost blocked. They almost got a fumble down there.
He just tripped it, number 7.
Like Bishop went down on a block in the back.
Yeah, what was that?
And
he tripped him. They didn't call it.
And the Bulldogs will start over, 1st and 10 from their 20-yard line. So Wapak, I'm not used to writing this down on my chart, Josh. Wapak, 3 and out on that last series.
Yeah, you don't see that very
How many
often.
times have we seen them go
much,
3
dude.
and out?
Elida's got a fire under their butt right now. They're playing a little intent. They're playing with a little authority. They've knocking the crap out of some of our kids. They've took 2 of our boys out.
1st and 10 from the 23, 4:21 remaining. Fake handoff, play action. They try to throw that slant screen. Boy, that was a real nice defensive play there by Ryan Richardson. He was all over his back.
And you got to be all over number 4. You can't give him an inch to move because
he was like a
kid,
drop shadow.
Yes, Wash, and they've said Wash is just, he's a little step faster than anybody we have on our team. So you've got to play him tight, you know, and then you or have somebody shadow him and then have somebody over the top like they're doing because he can burn you over the top. And Truesdale's doing a really good job with that, and he'll see it all through the playoffs too.
Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd and 6 from the 27. 3:42 remaining in the quarter. McGew has time. Now he's going long again. And Bishop back there, but boy, what a spectacular catch there by number 8, Dominic Colai.
Elijah Reddick.
Well, that was Reddick, number 6?
Reddick.
You know, sometimes those numbers are even hard for me to read at this age, even if I use the monitor. Wow. That was a spectacular catch. Good defense there by Bishop. Was all over him again.
He just
spectacular catch. He went over the top of him to get that ball. Wow. So the big threat for Elida pays off. McGew, 1st and 10 from the Wapak 29. Now he's got a little bit of running room. He's down to the 25 and gets rocked.
He gets
before
rocked.
He gets to the 20.
You don't want to take that guy on, McCoo. You do not want to mess
Bryson
with
Pack.
They're going to make you pay. We have heavy hitters. We're not, there are heavy hitters in that defensive backfield.
2nd and a long one, however, with 2:37 remaining here in the first half. And that's that handoff on that sweep not going anywhere.
And Ryan Walters just comes in and eats his life up. Number 4, Amari Wash, thought he could get outside, but I don't think
Walsh didn't have much help there.
Walter said, "Not so fast, my friend." Just like the old
good upfield push there by the defense.
Heck yes.
So the clock is going to continue to run, and now it's 3rd down.
And Dan, if you had to say anything, it's
Elida needs to put
here.
some points on the board.
They're going to try to pick on. They're going to try to go over the top.
And then we got a timeout on the field with a $1:43 remaining. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. Elida threatening. Wapak up 21-0. You're watching high school football on TSC.
Your outdoor fun starts here at Dad's Toy Shop. See us today for all of your favorite remote control land, air, and watercraft, and so much more. Dad's Toy Shop in downtown Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all of your hobby needs. Tired of searching for the right tire? Then you'll be glad you found Miller Brothers Tire Service. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, we've got it. Lawn and garden, agricultural and industrial, and everything in between. Miller Brothers is your one-stop super shop for everything tires and wheels. We offer the best service around, and we're family-owned and operated. And you know what? We're still going to be here tomorrow because we're on our second generation, and we've been here for 70 years. Give us a call or visit us online at millerbrostoTire.com for all your tire and wheel needs.
Are you having trouble making a decision about where to go for your hearing care? Well, let us help you cut through the noise. Hear what our patients have to say about us here at Auglai's and Sydney Audiology.
Auglai's Audiology has always been a wonderful experience. I have taken both of my little ones there for their preschool examinations, and my kids just love them.
Vanessa is such a calm and interesting audiologist who explains everything so thoroughly.
Don't trust your hearing care to just anyone. See the professionals at Auglai's and Sydney Audiology.
Lee's new crispy golden fried spicy wings come in packs of 6, 12, or 20. That means they're perfect for solo snacking or feasting with family and friends. Sorry, not sorry to your old favorite wing spot. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
Welcome back to Elida. 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs as they're threatening with a $1:42 remaining. It looked like they tried to do that screen again, and McHugh throws it into trouble, and it's picked off.
Number 4.
Intercepted by Ryan Walter.
I don't know. He's just always in the right place at the right time.
What a great interception there by Ryan Walter with a $1:32 remaining. That has been the only threat that Elida has had, taking this drive that started back on their own 23 deep in the Wapak territory. And McHugh was in trouble, and I don't know why he just didn't throw it away.
I know. Throw it out of bounds.
Why did he
it was
just
only
throw it
3rd
away?
down.
Hey, we got a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this. You're watching high school football on TSC.
Tired of searching for the right tire? Then you'll be glad you found Miller Brothers Tire Service. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, we've got it. Lawn and garden, agricultural and industrial, and everything in between. Miller Brothers is your one-stop super shop for everything tires and wheels. We offer the best service around, and we're family-owned and operated. And you know what? We're still going to be here tomorrow because we're on our second generation, and we've been here for 70 years. Give us a call or visit us online at millerbrostoTire.com for all your tire and wheel needs.
Are you having trouble making a decision about where to go for your hearing care? Well, let us help you cut through the noise. Hear what our patients have to say about us here at Auglai's and Sydney Audiology.
Auglai's Audiology has always been a wonderful experience. I have taken both of my little ones there for their preschool examinations, and my kids just love them.
Vanessa is such a calm and interesting audiologist who explains everything so thoroughly.
Don't trust your hearing care to just anyone. See the professionals at Auglai's and Sydney Audiology.
At Elevation Chiropractic, our mission is to elevate your health and lifestyle, providing you the best customer service possible and making everyone who comes through our door feel welcomed and valued. Dr. Mike Noggle and his team recognize each patient is unique and tailor care plans to meet their needs. By having multiple techniques and therapies, it allows us to get results patients need and desire. We invite you to join the family at Elevation Chiropractic and experience the benefits of consistent chiropractic care. We understand that healing takes time, and we're committed to supporting you every step of the way. Contact us today to schedule an appointment and begin your journey towards elevated health and well-being. Elevation Chiropractic in Wapakoneta. Call 419-738-4373 or visit us at elevationchiroohio.com.
Welcome back to Elida. Wapak, after the INT, will take over 1st and 10 from their 19-yard line. Got motion to the right. It's going to be handoff to Longsworth, as we told you. On the previous possession, Wapak was 3 and out, but prior to that, Mullen got hurt as Wapak was threatening to score.
Noah Jospile on the tackle.
It's Longsworth in the backfield, and that was a nice gain of about 9 on the play.
Weird. Jospile is a tall, lanky DB at 6'4". You don't see that very often. It's hard to throw over him.
2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It's a quarterback keeper all the way. It's Moyer to the 30, 35, break and tackle, still on his feet, just short of the 40-yard line. He's got enough for a first down. Under a minute remaining, 52 seconds on the clock. They'll move the chains. Let's see if Wapak can get something on the scoreboard before the end of the half.
I wouldn't mind seeing a touchdown here, Dan. You got your guys out here, and we're going fast-paced.
There's Hauser, Longsworth in the backfield. Hauser split wide to the left. He looks at him momentarily, then goes across the middle.
Down.
And that was caught. I thought it was trapped there momentarily. It's Caden Page on the receiving end. Into Bulldog territory at the 49. They'll stop the clock, move the chains. 39 seconds remaining. 2 wide receivers to the right. Here's Moyer, has time, under pressure late there, and then throws it to Longsworth. And Longsworth couldn't hold on to that one. That'll stop the clock with 34 seconds remaining.
Probably wasn't a bad drop, Dan, because he wasn't going to get a whole lot out of it. So.
Yeah.
So that's a time to catch your breath, get back here, make a play. Get back here, try to take a shot with one of your playmakers here, getting at least field goal position here. I could see them. I'm telling you, I haven't seen number 85 with a catch yet. I feel like it's coming.
Ryan Walters split wide to the left. Hauser to the left as well with that trips formation. Moyer under pressure, sets up the screen. It's caught. It's Bryson Pack. Down to, let's see where they mark it, the 35-yard line. Stops the clock with 25 seconds remaining. Wapak continuing to chunk it away. They only have 25 seconds, 1st and 10. Ryan Walter this time is wide left. Moyer under pressure, breaks a tackle, looking downfield, decides to run it.
14 seconds left. Chased out of bounds by numbers.
We got a flag on the play. Let's see what's going to happen. It's going to be a hold against the Skins. So that's going to put a little bit of a damper on this drive with only 14 seconds remaining. So I would just throw it downfield. I mean, let's get these guys downfield or Hauser in the seam. You know, we haven't seen much going to him so far this year. Take those speedy backs, and we can buy him enough time so that he can get the ball down inside the 10 at least. Throw it down to Pack, or I don't think it would be good to throw these short passes and have them run, because with 14 seconds left, you got to make your shot right now, or at least get into field goal range. Izard has been improving his kicking, so we'll see. Here's Moyer. Moyer feeling the pressure again, looks, throws, and has to dump it. And did you see who was chasing him down?
Yes, sir, and he's like, get rid of this Parker Graham. The dude might be faster than anybody on the field. As big as he is, he can motor, Dan.
Boy, he just blew through that line.
Yeah.
So let's check that matchup on the line, too, especially when we have Hauser split out. Who's on the line that's in front of him?
I think it's Austin Van Ruin.
Oh, Van Ruin's got his work cut out for him tonight.
I mean, he's seeing the best player in the WBL on the defensive side of the ball right now.
Here in Week 8, I have to agree with you.
Yeah.
I have to agree with you. 10 seconds remaining now. And it looks like Wapak's going to take a timeout, so we'll keep it right here. But let's talk about our season so far. We've seen a lot of domination as far as the offense is concerned. We expected coming into this game to see a little bit, maybe something different, but they're holding true to their respective passes and runs and stuff. And now with Mullen out, I would expect them to run Longsworth a little bit more. And they're going to their go-to guy, Page. one of the things having Richardson in there gives you another, big receiver with good hands. But still nothing to Hauser as far as passing the ball is concerned. We saw him try to punch it in from the 3-yard line, and he just, as you mentioned, looked a little timid as he was hitting the line there. And that whole series looked a little sloppy.
Right.
Until that ball was stripped from Mullen's hands and turned over to Elida.
I don't even know if it was stripped or if he got hit in that shoulder and it just gave out, Dan. I got to think the way he laid there, and Mullen's a tough kid.
Yeah.
He don't do that very often.
Yeah. Well, 10 seconds remaining. Wapak at the Elida 45-yard line. Let's see if they try to throw something into the end zone. Here's Moyer. No, it's going to be a quarterback keeper. And that's kind of a surprise because that's going to bring us to the end of the quarter as he gets wrestled down short of the 40-yard line. So Wapak just electing to run out the clock. That was a big surprise, and so that'll bring us to the end of the first half. Yeah. But wait a second, let's make sure.
I thought maybe
the officials are going to call it. There's no flag on the play, and so yes.
Yep, that's going to be it.
It's going to bring us to the end of the first half with the Wapakoneta Redskins 21, the Elida Bulldogs nothing. We'll be back with second half action after this. You're watching high school football on TSC.
Friday Night Football on TSC.
G.A. Windsor & Son Company, family owned and the original recycler since 1848, celebrating our 175th anniversary. We're proud to be headquartered in Wapakoneta, and our commitment to the community has never changed. We celebrate the hard work of our employees and provide our customers with the best service available in our industry, all while being environmentally conscious. We are proud of our city and proud of our workers. We are G.A. Windsor & Son. Visit us on the web at gawindsor.com.
Lee's new crispy golden fried spicy wings come in packs of 6, 12, or 20. That means they're perfect for solo snacking or feasting with family and friends. Sorry, not sorry to your old favorite wing spot. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
Founded in 1914, Minster Bank has never lost its focus that separates us from every other bank, and that is helping people achieve financial success. At Minster Bank, we take pride in knowing our customers personally. You can expect a relationship with someone who understands your unique needs and can provide the solutions to help. We're Minster Bank, helping you achieve financial success. Minster Bank, minsterbank.com, member FDIC.
Jake from State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so I'll admit it. I'm a bath bomb guy.
Dude, you do not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
For real?
Who's ready for their jazz bath? No?
Who is that guy?
This is Jimmy from Jimmy Sager State Farm in Wapakoneta, Ohio. Stop in our office at 201 East Augley Street or call 419-738-7506 or check us out on the web at jimmysager.com for your free, no-obligation quote.
It's Friday Night Football on TSC. Yeah!
TSC is bringing fiber optic high-speed internet to your rural community. Power your household with upload and download speeds as high as 1 gigabit. GigaSpire technology provides blazing fast speeds and whole home coverage so you can enjoy an unrivaled online experience. At TSC, we look forward to bringing you hometown local service, saving you money, and welcoming you to the TSC Gigahood.
Your outdoor fun starts here at Dad's Toy Shop. See us today for all of your favorite remote control land, air, and watercraft, and so much more. Dad's Toy Shop in downtown Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all of your hobby needs.
Lee's new crispy golden fried spicy wings come in packs of 6, 12, or 20. That means they're perfect for solo snacking or feasting with family and friends. Sorry, not sorry to your old favorite wing spot. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
Hi, I'm Alan Davis, and since 1984, I've had the privilege to serve our community. My goal has always been to be your solutions provider, protecting things that matter most to you and your family. I want to say thank you to my customers and to the community for all the support we've had for the last 40 years. On behalf of my family and my staff, we sincerely appreciate the ability to serve you for 40 years, providing coverage and peace of mind for things that matter most to you and your family.
We are watching football on TSC.
Welcome back to Elida. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Josh Bishop. Week number 8 of high school football between the Wapakoneta Redskins and the Elida Bulldogs. Wapak coming into this game 7-0, Elida 2-5, and you can see our score there. Wapak 21-0. Josh, you had a chance to catch up on some of the injuries for Wapak here at halftime.
Yeah, I went down and got the injury update by Vanessa Williams on the sideline. Chris Martin he said he just tweaked his ankle. It's been kind of bothering, so they're going to be precautionary, probably keeping him out the rest of the game. He's okay. And same thing with Jarrett Mullen. That shoulder's been bothering him. He got hit in it again, and it's just sore, and you're not going to see him the rest of this game either. I think he's okay. They're just precautionary. They're going to keep him out of the game and let him heal up.
So actually coming into this halftime, Mullen has 2 of Wapak's touchdowns tonight. He started the scoring with a 6-yard touchdown run after Wapak got the ball back at the Elida 41-yard line. And then Wapak continued the scoring with a 23-yard circus catch by Caden Page for that touchdown pass. And again, that started in great field position because of a muffed kickoff. Wapak started at the 22. And if you're saying, how did it end up being a 23-yard touchdown pass? Well, they lost a few yardage on the previous plays.
Some penalties. Anyway, back deep.
Mullen, before we get to that, we'll finish the scoring. Mullen did finish the scoring with another 4-yard run. Wapak took another possession very deep, and unfortunately that's where Mullen got hurt, and that's where we stand right now. Back deep for Wapak
is Caden Page and Noah Bishop.
And here comes the return. It's Caden Page up over the 20-yard line. And that's where Wapak will start 1st and 10 here in the second half. Of course, we talked about Caden Page prior to the game, #1 receiver in the WBL.
Yeah, rocking and rolling, and he's got to be right up there tonight because he's having a big day here. I don't know how many catches he has, 10 to over 10 for the day.
And before we lost Mullen was the #1 all-purpose yardage person for the Western Buckeye League. Of course, Izard having a great season. Very, very pleasantly surprised. We were kind of worried about the kicking game, but he's actually the #1 punter, averaging nearly 45 yards punting. So that's
unreal.
Wapak 1st and 10 from the 22. We've got motion to the right. Handoff, it's Longsworth, who's in for Mullen. Drops his shoulder and gets a nice push forward. Almost got up to the 30-yard line, but actually got stopped at about the 28. We'll call it a gain of 5 on the play.
A good run, hard run by Andre and a host of tacklers. And #7 up in there in the tackle too, Noah Justpile. But he's with Parker Graham and some of your linebackers in there too. I couldn't see them all, but they're flowing. Elida's playing football. Talking with the Elida fans at halftime, they said, I don't know, they're playing football in the second quarter.
2nd and 5 from the 29. There's Moyer in that shotgun. Longsworth, as we mentioned, back there with her, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Longsworth sets a real nice block, and there goes Moyer to the 40, 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Caleb Moyer.
Caleb Moyer took it on himself to make a big play, and he said, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya.
71-yard touchdown run by Caleb Moyer.
And, dude, he turned the Jets on.
Wow.
He was gone.
Wow, he really did. But, hey, Longsworth set the block on that one. If you saw him seal.
Just sealed the end.
Beautiful.
Knocked him down. Nobody in sight. I mean, I don't know. Me or you could have maybe run that. I think we would have ran out of gas.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we would have.
At this point in my life, I would have ran out of gas before I got to the Here's Izard with the extra point attempt.
And there it is.
And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So just like that, with 11:03 remaining in the quarter, Wapak takes the opening possession.
That was the second play of the half for Wapak.
Second play of the half. A 71-yard touchdown run by Moore. We're not going to take a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Let's talk a little bit about this quick strike capability that Wapak has shown throughout the year. They're not only making other teams pay when they get good field position, but if they have an opportunity to get a good pass or a good run, we keep talking about the shark smelling blood in the water. Yeah. They really know how to strike quickly.
Yes, they did. And they just took the air out of the sails of Elida with that.
Yeah.
Elida had no momentum going into the half.
Yeah.
They were all pumped up. They played a great second
quarter.
They were on fire.
They were.
And then they made us pay, and then bam, Wapak second play, 70 yards.
Yeah, the defense kind of shut Wapak down on a couple of those possessions. In fact, they did really well taking the ball away from Wapak when they were deep in Elida territory. Elida was threatening on their last possession of the half, but threw that interception. And that was Ryan Walter on that interception to end the half, basically. And then to come back, boy, that's what I wanted to see out of Moyer.
Oh yeah, I liked it. And we sometimes complain.
Why couldn't he show that couldn't he show that when Krim was chasing?
Yeah, I know. Return to Jets. He probably didn't know he was on his heels like that. But like we say, sometimes we get mad. We don't like him running the ball late in the games.
Yeah.
But there's still when you have your star running back out, Mullen, and he took it on himself to make a big play.
Who's back to receive there?
Elida Reddick, and he gets hit by a host of Redskins.
That's number 10, Smith, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah. What was I seeing?
Number 10, Smith on the return.
Larry Smith, was he the coach at USC at one time? Or? was it
so Elida will take the ball.
Oh, no.
Elida will take the ball.
That's just a name you don't hear very often.
You're always
Larry
looking for
Smith.
That doppelganger name.
I know.
It's not so much
Larry
that they
Smith.
look like somebody, but the name sounds familiar.
I saw a guy today that looked just like an actor, and it was so crazy. It was weird.
Elida, 1st and 10. Their first possession of the second half will take place from their own 26-yard line. We've got trips out to the right. Single setback for McGew in the backfield. Wapak showing blitz on the right side, and boy, they're showing pressure and great pursuit up the field. And Elida's going to lose yards on that first
tackle by
play.
A host of Redskins, Preezer and Pack and a couple other guys. It looks like Preezer's getting up a little slow. Hope he's okay. I don't know.
Yeah, Brody Preezer a little shooken up on that particular play. Elida's in more of a hurry-up offense right now. And that's going to be a loss of 6. Would bring up 2nd and 16. McGew takes the snap. He's going to look right. He's got a little bit of a time. He's going to sidearm it, and it's going to be caught.
First down, Elida. And big tackle by Ryan Richardson, but not before he got the first down.
And Wash on the receiving end there is going to have enough for the first down. And what do we got going on down? There's a flag on the play.
Oh, gosh, you don't want to see that. That was actually Elijah Reddick on the receiving end of the ball.
Reddick on
number
the receiving
6.
end, yeah.
But they're both tall and fast, so.
Wow. Big penalty for
big
Elida.
Penalty. Oh, that hurts. That hurts bad.
That really does. Want to thank our sponsors for tonight's contest, as always, our friends at Miller's Corral. Go see Ted Miller if you're looking for an appliance. He'll take the old one, bring in the new one, connect it all up for you, give it to you all for one low price. Miller's Corral in the Grandview Plaza, Wapak. McGew on 2nd and 25. Ooh. He's going to overthrow the intended receiver.
Big hit from number 7, Noah Bishop.
Yeah, let's see what they do here. I mean, boy, that just – you're talking about taking the air out of this team, out of this game and out of the fans. It's 71-yard touchdown run by Moyer, and just like that, you get a little spark of positivity on the Elida offense, and got to see that little yellow hanky out there. You just hate seeing that. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 25 from the Elida 11-yard line. Let's see if Wapak brings the pressure. They're actually dropping back. I see Caleb Moyer playing safety right now. Let's see what happens. McGew looks, throws across the middle, and that's caught short of the first down. That was number 10, Larry Smith, again on the receiving end. And, boy, Ryan Walters was all over him.
Yeah, he was.
Ryan Richardson on the defense.
Great pass,
That's the second play we've seen Ryan Richardson play drop shadow on somebody.
Well, back short deep of the for Noah down. Bishop, and back deep for the return is Noah Bishop and Caden Page.
On 4th and 13 from the 23, Elida's going to punt. That running kick is going to be taken by Page. He's going to lose the handle on it, picks it up, And that'll put it back on the 30-yard line. So he kind of took his eyes off of that.
Yeah, he was looking at, and
Elida got down there quick.
Yeah, they did. They were there. And that is a thing as a punt returner we all kind of seem to do once in a while. We try to get a glance at who's coming right at you. And you take that little bit of taking your eyes off the ball really, really is a mistake.
So they'll put the ball at the 31 of Wapak, where they'll start their second possession of the game. And once again, want to thank our sponsors at Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Wapakoneta, Merritt Real Estate, Ryan Place, Minster Bank, Allen Davis Insurance Agency, and Elevation Chiropractic. Wapak looking to go 8-0 to remain undefeated in the Western Buckeye League, starting the season with a nice victory at home against Toledo St. John's. That's Longsworth in the backfield with Moyer. Moyer looks, throws hard. It's going to be caught by Hauser. Hauser up over the 40, breaking tackles up over the 45. And they'll move the chains. Nice run after the catch by Hauser.
Run by the big man, tackled by a couple Elida Bulldogs there at the corner, number 7, and Noah Jospile, and number 2, Cameron Kaufman. Kaufman's been busy. He's done a good job. I mean, after he fumbled that one kickoff, I mean, he's been playing lights out. So,
1st and 10 from the 46. Wapak on the move. 2 wide receivers split out to the left. That's Hauser tight to the left. Moyer's going to roll left, look through the seam.
Just a little too low.
And that was intended for Caden Page, and that was a low throw. Stops the clock with 8:40 remaining here in the quarter. As you can see, Wapak up 28 to nothing. So they took their first possession of the second half, and on the second play, a 71-yard touchdown run by Moyer.
Did you think he could run that fast?
Sparked by a nice block by Longsworth.
Yeah, Longsworth. Did you know Caleb was that fast? He could motor.
It's nice to see the juice.
Yeah. I'm not sure what he runs a 40 in, but he got down the field pretty quick.
2nd and 10. He's going to look to the short side of the field, and again, it's going to be Page, and he's going to step out of bounds, and let's see where they mark it. It's going to be close to another first down in Bulldog territory. So they're going to say he's short of the first down. They're going to be right at the 44 of Elida. So it'll bring up 3rd and 1. Once again, want to thank our sponsors for tonight's game, Allen Davis Insurance Agency, Auglaze Audiology, and Dad's Toy Shop. See my friend J.P. Metz in the family if you're looking for something for Christmas. 3rd and 1. Looks like it's going to be a quarterback keeper. It's going to be a run. Let's see what happens. Moyer's going to take it, and yes, he is. He's going to follow behind Longsworth.
And he got hit.
He got rocked again.
Yes, he did. I don't like to see that.
Here's another guy that's coming off an injury, a tough injury in that playoff game against Baden. And everybody reassures us that he's healthy. But every time he takes that high hit, we worry, don't we?
We all take a big, deep breath because he is the team, that he is the man that makes this team go.
Yeah, he's the grease in the wheel. There's no doubt about it. They'll put the ball at the 39 of the Bulldogs. It'll bring up 1st and 10 from the 39. 8:05 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. This is Wapak's second possession of the second half. It's going to be Longsworth. He's going to be caught at the line of scrimmage and gang tackled by a host of black jerseys.
Man, I tell you what, they were all over it. They're still playing tenacious, man. I mean, for being down 28-0 7 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, they're firing out. They're hitting it. I mean, especially when we run the ball. We're not running the ball as good as we are passing it. I'll be honest with that.
One thing I do like from what I'm seeing tonight, they are spreading the ball around a little bit as far as diversity in the play calling.
Yeah, we got Little Hauser, not a real big guy at all.
Walter split wide to the left here. Moyer's going to look again to the short side of the field, and that's Caden Page once again on that simple button hook. I can't call it anything else, you know. That was something we called, you know,
the little curl route, the old button hook.
I can remember, you know, playing in the backyard, and my older brother Dick would just say he'd draw plays on his shirt, you know, and he would use that button and say, hey, that's where that turn came from. You know, just go do a button hook. You just draw the play on his shirt. Yeah. This is what I want you to do.
That's where you got all your moves from, playing with your
brothers. You know, the other thing, he taught me how to catch the ball because as soon as I turned around when I was 8 years old, it was there or it was in your face.
Yes. Yeah, you didn't want to get hit in the nose.
Yeah, you were talking last week about throwing your footballs to your kids that way. Here's Longsworth. Longsworth to the 20, breaking tackles, and a nice run by Longsworth. There you go. Get that first down out there. Wow, nice burst of speed, too, there by Andre, the junior. And I would like to see more of Andre.
Yeah.
Even though, Mullins, our go-to guy, wouldn't hurt to see him get a little bit more playing
Andre's
action.
Healthy right now. Just feed him. He's doing okay.
He looked good last year. When him and Bishop were in the backfield.
Yeah.
A lot in those late games where we were ahead. They make a good combination back there. Moyer on 1st and 10 from the 13. He's going to look, fires across the middle, caught, touchdown, Redskins.
Is that big tight end that's gone to Louisville? And it is.
13-yard TD pass to Hauser.
I can hear his mom yelling from over. We're on the other side of the field. I could hear his mom. Did you hear her, Dan?
Yeah,
I knew that was
heard
Laura.
her too.
Oh, she's excited. She should be.
Grant Hauser. I have to say one thing. I think his hands are stinging after that pass.
Yeah, because it was a bullet. It was a bullet.
Wow. The extra point is up and good, so with 6:10 remaining in the quarter, it's the Wapakoneta Redskins 35. The Elida Bulldogs nothing. We'll be back after this timeout. You're watching high school football on TSC.
At Elevation Chiropractic, our mission is to elevate your health and lifestyle, providing you the best customer service possible and making everyone who comes through our door feel welcomed and valued. Dr. Mike Noggle and his team recognize each patient is unique and tailor care plans to meet their needs. By having multiple techniques and therapies, it allows us to get results patients need and desire. We invite you to join the family at Elevation Chiropractic and experience the benefits of consistent chiropractic care. We understand that healing takes time, and we're committed to supporting you every step of the way. Contact us today to schedule an appointment and begin your journey towards elevated health and well-being. Elevation Chiropractic in Wapakoneta. Call 419-738-4373 or visit us at elevationchiroohio.com.
G.A. Windsor & Son Company, family owned and the original recycler since 1848, celebrating our 175th anniversary. We're proud to be headquartered in Wapakoneta, and our commitment to the community has never changed. We celebrate the hard work of our employees and provide our customers with the best service available in our industry, all while being environmentally conscious. We are proud of our city and proud of our workers. We are G.A. Windsor & Son. Visit us on the web at gawindsor.com.
Lee's new crispy golden fried spicy wings come in packs of 6, 12, or 20. That means they're perfect for solo snacking or feasting with family and friends. Sorry, not sorry to your old favorite wing spot. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
Founded in 1914, Minster Bank has never lost its focus that separates us from every other bank, and that is helping people achieve financial success. At Minster Bank, we take pride in knowing our customers personally. You can expect a relationship with someone who understands your unique needs and can provide the solutions to help. We're Minster Bank, helping you achieve financial success. Minster Bank, minsterbank.com, member FDIC.
Jake from State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so I'll admit it. I'm a bath bomb guy.
Dude, you do not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
For real?
Who's ready for their jazz bath? No?
Who is that guy?
This is Jimmy from Jimmy Sager State Farm in Wapakoneta, Ohio. Stop in our office at 201 East Augley Street or call 419-738-7506 or check us out on the web at jimmysager.com for your free, no obligation quote.
Welcome back to Elida. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Josh Bishop. 7-0 Wapakoneta Redskins looking to go 8-0, up 35-0 against Elida. 2-5 coming into this game, as we mentioned. Some other strong teams that Wapak have to face yet. 4-3 going into this weekend were the Bath Wildcats. And Salina was 5-2 coming into this weekend. Here's the ensuing kickoff, and Well, I don't know. Was that a wrestling move there by Bryson Pack or what? He just kind of wrestled him a little bit and threw him down.
And I don't even think Bryson's a wrestler, but hey, they would probably love to have him out there.
I think they would love to have him out there.
We might have to talk to him about it. He looked like he did a good old drop step there.
I was waiting for him to sweep the leg.
Yeah,
sweep the leg.
Yeah,
sweep the leg.
You know, if you remember the Karate Kid, wax on, wax off.
Yeah,
I tried
that was my reference.
Yes,
I'm glad you caught it. I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed, Josh. Thank you very much.
The 80s.
Yeah, if you want to embarrass your wife, look for her pictures when she was in the 80s.
Oh, wife, yeah. Right. Yeah.
Well, I've got 6 sisters, and they don't ever want to look at pictures from the 80s. That's for sure.
Oh, that big hair. The big hair. Or no hair. Was either.
It's first and 10 from the 24. Going downfield, overthrows the intended receiver, and number 8 again, Bryson Pack, playing a nice stop defense there, not allowing the receiver to get under that ball.
You know what, Dan? What I like is how Truesdale has his defensive backs, and they're so disciplined. They keep their lanes. They don't usually get out of position.
That's a good.
You know, I mean, they usually do, and I know he focuses on that, and it's hard. His defense is pretty but that's why we're so good.
That's a good point. Well, they got to keep it up. They got to learn every week. Second and 10 from the 24. Boy, McGew wanted to get rid of that quickly and pulled it back and decides to take his time and look again. Wapak, I don't know what was happening there as far as defense was concerned, but he had 2 guys deep that had to come back and then run deep again. So a lot of confusion as far as the wideouts were concerned.
When a quarterback can't find a receiver open, as good as the receivers are,
you have to come back.
You know, you got to go back. You just can't sit there and walk.
Yeah.
You're walking. Some of the receivers are walking.
Yeah.
You know, but I give them
a little
credit.
You can't just run your route. You got to come back.
You got to come back. You got but you know, at this point, they're probably kind of giving up. But your number's called.
We don't want to say that.
Yeah, no.
It's 3rd and 10 from the 24.
You got to give 110%.
3rd and 10 from the 24. 3 wide receivers to the right. McGew takes the snap, looks left, or looks right, looks across the middle, and that one in and out of the hands of the intended receiver.
That's Larry Smith.
Smith again. The sophomore unable to hold on to that one.
Larry Smith, a great receiver, but what he did there, same thing Caden did earlier, is he starts to look at what's coming at him before he catches the ball. Take your eye out the ball, and that ball just you got to look it in, man.
Yeah,
look at it. You're going to take a hit, you might as well catch it.
Yeah. I mean, 2:46, 45, now 44. The clock running here in the 3rd quarter. Wapak up 35-0. Back to receive. Josh?
Is Noah Bishop and Caden Page.
Bishop and Page, and that one is like splitting both those guys, and I know Bishop was looking at Page as like, I thought you had it. No, I thought you had it. And in the meantime, the ball goes back inside the 25-yard line, and Wapak will take over. 1st and 10. I want to thank our sponsors, as always, this year. Our good friends at Ely Funeral Home and Crematory, Deb and Dick Ely and the family there. You know, at Ely Funeral Home and Crematory, the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the community. They have the heritage, the vision, and great people that can help you and provide quality, sincerity, and trust so that you can have an experience that you need for your family. They support and take care of all walks of life, and each family that comes in, they become family of theirs. So check them out on the web. Ely Funeral Home and Crematory. Again, that pass over to Caden Page, up over the 30, 35, 40, still on his feet, up over the 45. And a nice pass.
Oh, we got a flag on the
play.
And
a nice run.
And that's going to probably come to the back. He's got his hands on top of the head. That is what a legal man downfield. Yep.
You know, talking about Ely Funeral Home and Crematory once again, you know, they're dedicated to excellence in service. They have the highest integrity. They have your family and your needs in mind. Just great people, great community people, and I appreciate Dick being a big supporter of our football broadcasts and basketball. When I did basketball back in the day, ever since I started in '97, he's like G.A. Windsor and Son. Just another one of those fine sponsors that have been with me forever, along with Miller Brothers Tire Center and Dad's Toy Shop. It's always nice to get back out in the community when you start the football season and ask for support for these games, and we can't do it without these great sponsors. So with 16 seconds remaining on the play clock and less than that on the game clock, they're going to just let it run out and bring us to the end of the third quarter from Elida. It's the Wapakoneta Redskins 35, the Elida Bulldogs nothing. We'll be back with fourth quarter action. You're watching high school football on TSC. I love it when Josh says that. We'll be back right after this.
Your outdoor fun starts here at Dad's Toy Shop. See us today for all of your favorite remote control land, air, and watercraft, and so much more. Dad's Toy Shop in downtown Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all of your hobby needs. Tired of searching for the right tire? Then you'll be glad you found Miller Brothers Tire Service. If it's round, rubber, and rolls, we've got it. Lawn and garden, agricultural and industrial, and everything in between. Miller Brothers is your one-stop super shop for everything tires and wheels. We offer the best service around, and we're family-owned and operated. And you know what? We're still going to be here tomorrow because we're on our second generation, and we've been here for 70 years. Give us a call or visit us online at MillerBrosTire.com for all your tire and wheel needs.
Are you having trouble making a decision about where to go for your hearing care? Well, let us help you cut through the noise. Hear what our patients have to say about us here at Auglaize and Sydney Audiology.
Auglaize Audiology has always been a wonderful experience. I have taken both of my little ones there for their preschool examinations, and my kids just love them.
Vanessa is such a calm and interesting audiologist who explains everything so thoroughly.
Don't trust your hearing care to just anyone. See the professionals at Auglaize and Sydney Audiology.
Welcome back to Elida. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Josh Bishop. Here comes Wapakoneta. Trips out to the right, taking their time. That's Longsworth in the backfield. And it looked like the offensive line jumped as they set up that screen to Hauser. Hauser up over the 20-yard line. And
tackled by number 18, Sam Maddox, and number 2, again, Cameron Kaufman in on that, and 18.
Was it just me? It looked like the offensive line, it looked like they jumped. I guess not. So it'll bring up second and 11.
And right now, you just take all the time you can.
I think that's what they're going to do, yeah. Yeah, at least I would. Yeah. That's Stauffer split wide to the left. 2 wide receivers to the right. They're going to set up that screen to Caden Page. Stauffer looking to set the block, and actually, Caden Page went around the guy that Stauffer was supposed to block, and Page hits, Stauffer hits Page on the top of his helmet and says, "Sorry, buddy, you did a good job on the
ball." Oh, I thought he got further. Okay, there. Got third and about 2.
Yeah, less than that. We'll call it a long one.
Right.
We'll mark the ball at about the 31-yard line. 10:21 remaining in the game. Wapak up 35-0 on this beautiful night. Really, truly a beautiful night for high school football here in Elida. Moyer, quarterback keeper. No, it's going to be given to Longsworth. Drops his shoulder, gets the first down, and they'll move the chains. Nice hard run by Longsworth. And I'm glad they're giving the ball more to him. I mean, we saw Moyer make a great run for a touchdown. That 70-yard touchdown run that he made on that first possession of the second half, really showing his speed there. And, he's another one that I think we need to scale back a little bit as we continue to have games like this where it's 35-0. Let's not put too much pressure on this guy and spread the wealth a little bit.
Caden Page out there at A.
Yeah. And actually out there with Bishop is Longsworth out to the left. So he'll take the snap, he'll look right, set it up, toss to Hauser, and Hauser gets to the 40-yard line. So that's only a gain of about 3. That was
Good tackle by number 2.
Slow developing play.
Yeah, it was real slow.
Yeah.
And they were waiting. At Ohio State, it's a little faster at the next level with that. The Ohio State, Notre Dame, they run a lot of that with their receivers.
Yeah, it moves real quick.
Really fast.
That was just
a little slower than normal.
Yeah. And I think Hauser was blocking down and releasing outside. He may have been slowed down a little bit by that Elida defensive line. Either way, it's 2nd and 8 from the 40, 8:45 remaining in the game. There's Longsworth going to take the handoff. Yep, go over to left tackle. And, boy, a nice little burst of speed is going to give him the first down. And he's going to be near the 50-yard line. And actually, he's going to be at about the 48-yard line. And they're going to say, yeah, he's got it. Let's move the chains. You know, one of the things we mentioned in a couple of weeks ago, I think of the last 2 years, maybe one time they brought the chains out to measure. It just doesn't seem like they do that anymore. There's got to be some that are close.
Yeah,
and they just,
no, they never do they? You're right.
Yeah.
I don't see it ever.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it this year. Not once.
Nope. That's 1st and 10 for the Wapakoneta Redskins at their 49-yard line. We've got trips out to the left. And he's going to throw a nice tight pass to Stauffer. And Stauffer trying to break tackles up over the 45-yard line, at least near the 45. That'll be a nice healthy gain of about 6 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Wapak on the move with 7:35 remaining. As you can see up.
Coming in for Wapak. Kagan Zink, he's another junior.
Well, we usually see Zink at quarterback, don't we?
Yeah. Well, Zink is a quarterback at the JV level, but he's a receiver at the varsity level.
There you go. Split wide to the left is Stauffer. And that looks like Bishop wide to the right. Moyer trying to set everybody up before the snap. 2 seconds, gets the snap. Hand off to Longsworth. Longsworth over left tackle.
And he's upended, but he gets the first down. But Longsworth hit hard by safety coming up from.
Yeah, bent backwards too.
Backwards, but he's okay. He's up. Number 9 coming up and making a hit.
Yeah, he popped right up.
Sullivan.
A couple other replacements coming into the game now. We've got Mason Steinke into the game, as well as Vaughn. And looks like Moyer's coming out of the game. Bishop's coming out of the game. So Wapak's going to use their substitutions with 6:26. And this is nice. This is nice to see. At quarterback is Lisi. Lisi is going to hand it off. That's number 22, Vaughn. And Vaughn with a nice gain there.
He's a freshman.
Okay. Yeah, Vaughn is a freshman, 5'8", 140 pounds. And that was a nice gain of about 4 yards. So nice substitutions right now for Wapak. That's good to see.
Right.
Yeah, give everybody a break. Give them more than 2 minutes, you know. And then take your time. Use the play clock, but at least give them some experience here. You know, we've been going through some injuries, so the depth is so important if you want to go deep into the playoffs.
Very.
That's Lisi again, under center. Going to hand it to the fullback. First guy through, and boy, that's another nice strong run. That time it was number 42 for the Wapakoneta Redskins. That's Hartzog.
He's a sophomore.
He's a sophomore, right? 5:19 remaining in the game. As you can see, Wapak up 35-0. Next week, our last home game of the season. 6 home games this year. And that'll be our last home game against Bath. Coming into this weekend 4-3. And then we finish the season on the road to a tough Salina team. Salina kind of struggled to start the season, but coming into this weekend, they were 5-2.
And Defiant or Bath.
That's Hartzog again. Hartzog again, the ball carrier.
And not to say anything, but I was looking at scores here. Bath Wildcats up 28-0.
Yeah, that's not going to matter when this replays. I mean, I think everybody's going to know what the score is by the time this hits the air.
It's just surprising. Bath is that team. If you catch, they are either on or they're not. They got beat by Elida. So, you know, you just don't know.
Wow.
Bath can be very good.
Wapak on the move right now. 2nd and 5 from the 24. Split wide to the left is Steinke. As Lacey under center is going to hand it off again. Once again, that's Vaughn. And Vaughn trying to get around left end. Nice pursuit there by the Elida Bulldogs. It'll bring up third and long. Long being about 5, maybe a long 6. Just under 4 minutes remaining. Once again, want to thank our sponsors. Don't forget about Let's Back the Blue. That raffle coming up November 17th. Brought to you by our good friends at Auglai's Audiology. Vanessa and Dan Lee, thank you for your sponsorship and reminding us about that great event coming up November 17th. 3rd and 6. Lacey's going to hand it off to the first guy through, and getting a little bit of running room there, and possibly enough for the first down is Hartzog. And let's see where they mark it. Yep, they're going to give it to him. And that's going to put the ball down at about the 16-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wapakoneta. So these guys are doing a good job continuing the drive, which started at the Wapakoneta 22.
They're eating the clock. I mean, they're eating it up.
There's 3 minutes left.
And that's what you do. You if you want to preserve a shutout as a Wapak football, and you're going to put your younger players in, just keep getting first downs and eat the clock.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, keep dominating the line of scrimmage, too, and
3
run the ball hard.
Old Woody Hayes style football here. It's 3 yards in a cloud of dust, man.
Wow.
Right?
That was a nice hit by Hartzog delivered when he dropped his shoulder.
He's a big, tough kid.
He dropped his shoulder and
we got
boom.
some promising kids coming up here. I mean,
6 foot? Is he every bit of 6 foot, the sophomore?
5'11", 6 foot, somewhere in there.
Does he play linebacker as well?
Yeah, he's linebacker as well. You'll see him tomorrow at Wapak Stadium at 10 a.m. Him and Isaac Bishop and Caleb Wackoff and the crew. Your freshman quarterback's the quarterback. You got Vaughn out there.
You got big number 69 out there, Theobald. I'd like to run behind him. There's number 25. That's Bishop, Isaac Bishop. And Isaac cut back across the field. And they'll put the ball just inside or near the 10-yard line. So it'll bring up 3rd and 6 for the Skins with $1:54 remaining. See if they can push it in. See if these young guys can get on the board. On this 3rd down. Split wide to the left into the game now is Bowersock at wide receiver. Lacey under center. Takes his time, hands it off to the fullback through. He's down near the 5-yard line.
Went
Still
down.
on his feet.
That's the big German, the exchange student, Dan.
Borgman,
he is an animal. I mean, he is an exchange student coming here from Germany. And, man, he's a lot of fun to watch on the JV football games.
That was another nice hard run. Boy, I like the way these guys are running the ball.
I'll tell you what. This is old school. This is what it used to be at Wapak. Remember that, Dan, when we didn't even throw the ball? I mean, that's the way even Moyer used to be. I mean, now we've just we got a very fun offense. Right?
Are they going to take a knee? They're not going to. I saw Borgman throw his hands up and slap his knees. I think they knew the play.
Oh, and Elida jump?
Yeah, Elida
jumps. You jump on a play like that?
Walpock was going to take a knee, and then you could see Borgman with his hands on his head.
Man, I wanted varsity touchdown.
He wanted a touchdown. He was not happy with that call because Walpock looks like they're going to take a knee. Look at him. He's shaking his head. Look at him.
Yeah. He's like, I don't want a touchdown.
I love that. I love that kid. That's really good.
Yeah, he's an animal. He's fun to watch, Dan. 10 a.m. tomorrow. You come and watch him. He plays linebacker. He plays fullback. He's a lot of fun. He's an animal.
So Walpock's going to take a knee, and the clock's just going to continue to run. And why not? With 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 seconds remaining in the game. And that'll bring us to the end of tonight's contest with the Wapakoneta Redskins 35, the Elida Bulldogs nothing. Wapak will move to 8-0. The Bulldogs will fall to 2-6. Final thoughts, Josh.
Tell you what, Wapak did their thing. We came out. I talked with some kids that were hurt in the first half. Your Mullins and I think they're okay. They're just going to need some rest to rest up. I don't even know how severe, but it don't look it's too bad. So I think next week They're going to ice up. We'll be ready to go. But a perfect way to come into Elida. And you know the monkey's on your back. Everybody is going to give you your best shot. Elida came in and punched us a little bit, but Wapak with Caleb Moyer persevered, and Caleb with a big night. I don't know how many touchdowns he had, Dan, 2, 3?
Yeah, well, Caleb Moyer had that one long run for a touchdown at 71 yards. It was Mullen that had 2 touchdowns, and, of course, Moyer had that real nice pass to Caden Page, and then that 13-yard pass to Hauser. So he passed 2, ran for 1 big, nice one.
Yeah.
And the key here coming out of this game, I think we need to keep in mind, is injuries once again. We want to hope that we come back strong in our next 2 games, Bath and Salina.
Yeah.
We can't let down for either one of those.
I'll tell you what, both of them are winning big tonight, so you know, you don't know what you're going to get with them, but Salina always plays Wapak tough.
Always.
At Salina.
Always.
It'll be a dogfight.
Well, listen, want to thank my tag team partner, Josh Bishop. Also want to thank our sponsors once again, TSC, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Merit Real Estate, Minster Bank, Allen Davis Insurance Agency, Elevation Chiropractic, Miller's Corral, Home Savings Bank, GA Windsor & Sons, State Farm of Wapakoneta, All Glaze Audiology, Dad's Toy Shop, Miller Brothers Tire Center, Ely Funeral Home and Crematory, along with Let's Back the Blue. I'm Big Dan Wilson for my tag team partner once again, Josh Bishop. Want to thank our videographers, Mark Fissel, Jacqueline Miller, Paul Downing, Brendan Bannon, and Jack the Sea Hagerman. I'm Big Dan Wilson. Our final score, the Wapakoneta Redskins 35, the Elida Bulldogs nothing. Have a good night, everybody.
TSC is bringing fiber optic high-speed internet to your rural community. Power your household with upload and download speeds as high as 1 gigabit. GigaSpire technology provides blazing fast speeds and whole home coverage so you can enjoy an unrivaled online experience. At TSC, we look forward to bringing you hometown local service, saving you money, and welcoming you to the TSC Gigahood.
TSC has streaming television services available in the Gigahood, delivered over our blazing fast fiber internet. Choose TV to fit your family's needs. Enjoy our basic package with all the local channels, or try the extended basic package with sports, news, music, and family entertainment. Download the Your TV Green app and use your Amazon Fire Stick to start watching today. Still need internet? Go to www.telcirco.com and choose the Connect Me button to complete the fiber connection form, and we'll take care of the rest.